Hi, my name is Vicky, and I do these free channeled messages every week to help with some guidance and direction for you. All you need to do is close your eyes and ask, what do I need to hear this week? And when you open your eyes, you'll be drawn to one of those cards. Choose your number and I will give you the definitions of what they mean. If you chose card 1, stay or get into your bubble. If you chose this number this week, it is probably best for you to stay in your little protected bubble where you don't have to encounter too much information, because it will start to overwhelm you. You know that feeling when you watch a movie and you get so engrossed in it, and when it ends and you step outside, there is that brief moment in time where you don't know what reality is. Are you still in the movie or in a different space now type of feeling? That can happen when you get lost in stories that do not belong to you. To protect your mind at the moment, it feels like a good idea to protect yourself with an imaginary bubble where you don't take on the energy of others, you don't want to listen or absorb anything, just this feeling of wanting to be safe in your own little environment where you don't have to deal with things you aren't ready for. You can come out of the bubble when you are ready, but for now, keep protecting yourself. If you chose card 2, limiting or unlimited thoughts. Are you coming from a place of having unlimited possibilities and beliefs and know that you can do anything if you put your mind to it? Or are you coming up with ideas and then shooting them down yourself because you think of all the limits you can come up with? To help you with decisions you would like to make, take a notepad and draw up 2 columns. One column is all the positives that could happen, and the other is all the negatives. If you are filling up a lot of the negatives, have a look if you are just coming up with things that you think are stopping you and actually seeing where you limit yourself. Take a limiting thought and try and turn it into a positive and see how you go doing that. Ask yourself, why can't you do that? And see what excuse you are giving to yourself. If you filled up way more positives, then why are you still questioning this direction? If you chose card 3, believe in yourself. It can be really difficult when you believe in yourself, yet no one else believes in you. When you try and tell different members of your family what you believe and they just won't listen. When you don't feel heard, so you just remain quiet because there is no point in talking anymore. People have their heads in phones or computers, or they only half-heartedly listen to what you are saying, and it can be quite upsetting. It can make you feel very unheard, and it can make you feel that your point of view is not important. You are being encouraged to continue to believe in yourself in all areas of your life. If you know there is an easier way to do something and people won't listen to your advice, speak what you know, then leave it be, because there feels to be this shift in energy where what you are saying is going to be revealed as truth, and others will say, "Oh wow, they knew that all along." But your humbleness will stop you from saying, "I told you so." If you chose card 4, shifting your own energy. If you are someone who is waiting on something to come into your life, but it's not, the way to help shift this energy is to keep giving to others without expectation. You can't fool the universe. If you go and do a kind favour and the whole time in your mind you are thinking, "I will do this good deed so that something good comes back to me," the universe knows this and they still won't deliver. But if you give freely without having any expectation at all, that is when the kindness is returned to you. You may have become a bit bitter in life from experiences you have gone through, where you gave and gave and gave and got nothing but a slap in the face for it. So now your boundaries are so tight you don't want to give anymore. Loosen the boundaries a bit and give out a bit from your heart without any expectation of getting anything back. That is how you open your energy to receive more abundance for yourself. If you chose card 5, the rules will be relaxed or granted. it feels to be, if you chose this number, that you may be in a situation where you currently feel restricted by rules, and this is preventing you from getting on with your life or connecting with others. And there feels to be this energy around this where the rules are going to be relaxed. If you have relatives who live in another place and you have been unable to see them, it feels that rules will be relaxed and you can get to see one another. If you have waited and obeyed rules for a long time, it feels that you will soon get your own way. If there is a clause in a contract which restricts you, it will be amended. There also feels to be loopholes available if you look deep enough to get things to go your way. It just has that energy that things will go in your favour for a change and the rules will be relaxed. And if you chose card 6, one thing leads to another, leads to another. It's like you are going down a rabbit hole this week with what you are looking into. It may be that in the past you haven't bothered much with anything that didn't interest you, but there feels to be this newfound interest for you to start investigating more and reading more. And it leads from one area to another area to another area. For example, you may initially start to look at diets for weight loss, and then you are led into the science of food, which leads you into manufacturers of food, which leads you into how businesses are created, which leads you into the mindset of successful persons, which leads you into psychology. And with each step that you start to learn about, you seem to be interested in all of them. It's as though your mind is open and awakened to absorb as much information as you can on all sorts of topics that you have avoided in the past. There is a reason for all this which you will discover in the future. Thank you for enjoying my messages, and thank you for liking and subscribing to my page. If you would be interested in getting a reading, I am available. Just pop over to my website www.VickyButtonsPsychic.com.